Hello, I'm Camille Howard, the director of tonight's program, and I am thrilled to be introducing 7 one-act plays from the inaugural recipients of the Lucille Lortel Theater Foundation's New York City Public High School Playwriting Fellowship Program. You are about to watch 7 incredible new plays by 7 exceptionally talented high school students. During the last few months, I have had the pleasure to meet each student to discuss and help develop their work. And these students have received unparalleled access to New York City professional playwrights for mentoring. They've been working tirelessly on their plays, and I've seen them flourish as both people and playwrights. These performances were originally scheduled to take place at the Lucille Lortel Theater in late March. Since that was not possible, we did what theater people do so well. We pivoted. And so, here we are tonight, bringing you the Fellowship Plays online. I want to thank George Forbes, Executive Director of the Lucille Lortel Theater Foundation, Bryant Falk, our fearless editor, Jeffrey Schubert, Annie Keefe, Matthew Bentley, and the rest of the Foundation staff for their collaboration on this project. It has been an absolute joy. To my terrific cast, thank you for your honesty, hard work, and flexibility in bringing these plays to life. Your truth and beauty shine in these performances. And to the fellows, Joseph, Anya, Zanieka, Helene, Marcus, Rami, and Catherine, thank you for sharing your unique voices. Continue to write, continue to work, and continue to find your voice. You are the next generation of playwrights. You are the future, and the future is bright. Now, please sit back, relax, and enjoy the Fellowship Plays.
Circumstances by Marcus Rosario. Joel, mid-20s, checks his watch while waiting in line at a cafe, his go-to spot during his lunch breaks. Instrumental piano music plays in the background while others sit around, conversing and studying. He steps up to Dustin, who works the register.
Sup, Joel? How's everything going?
I'm alright, I guess. Cashier's work is such a pain, you know?
I feel your pain, bro. You on your lunch break right now?
Yeah, and I'm exhausted, man. But that's normal. Let me get the usual.
Caramel latte, extra sugar, right?
Yeah, see, I told you you remember.
Well, you make it pretty easy considering you've been ordering the same thing for months. What size?
Let me get a medium.
All right. That'll be $3.
Honestly, I don't know if I come here as much if it wasn't for these discounts.
What can I say? I am a miracle worker.
We're gonna true that. Have a good one, Dustin.
You too. See you on Saturday?
Yeah, of course.
As Joel waits for his order, he spots Mike.
No way.
Joel? Is that you?
Oh, crap.
Joel quickly zips up his jacket to hide his Wendy's uniform. Mike approaches him.
I'm Mike from Forest Hills. We had math together in senior year.
Yeah, Mike Howard. Long time no see. How have you been? What brings you here?
Oh, I'm actually here designing my new website. Before you ask, it's for my clothing brand I've got going on. But anyways, how about you? How's everything going?
Oh man, everything's going great. I promise.
Oh, well, you don't have to promise me. Just tell me about it. Want to come sit with me?
Thanks. No, sorry, I can't. My dog got sick and I gotta go home. My own home, of course. I don't live with my mom anymore.
You have a dog? That's funny. Because back in high school, you said you were allergic. So
Good memory, man. I was just testing to see if you really knew me. I'll sit down now.
The two sit across from each other.
you want to take your jacket off? Make yourself comfortable.
Nah, I'm good. Thanks.
You sure? It's kind of hot in here.
Trust me, I'm fine.
Oh, okay. So, how the past few years been for you?
Well, I ended up going to hostess.
Yikes, hostess.
What's that supposed to mean?
Well, you know what our college advisors would always say about community colleges.
Yeah, something along the lines of only for students that can't get into four-year colleges.
I mean, yeah. But I'm hoping that it worked out for your situation.
Yeah, it did. It totally did. To be honest, it really wasn't a bad school after all. Besides, after 2 years, I transferred to, Baruch.
Baruch. That's actually impressive. What did you major in?
Accounting. I mean, it was hard work, but I was able to pull through.
Wow, really? That's funny. You must have gotten much better at math.
Oh yeah, math is so easy now. But anyways, let's talk about you. How was Fordham?
Oh, wow. You remembered.
Well, with the teachers constantly throwing it in our faces for weeks, along with every acceptance the honor students got. Angie went to Howard, Xavier to NYU, blah, 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 blah. It's probably all ingrained in my brain by now.
I mean, I don't really blame them. I mean, not every school gets to brag about their students' acceptances, especially to schools like that.
Yeah, you make a good point. So, Fordham.
Right. So I got my bachelor's in business administration from Fordham. And so far, it's been going great. The clothing brand I mentioned earlier, well, it's really taken off in the past year, so I was able to quit my part-time job about 3 months ago.
Wow, really? Well, I am glad that both of us are doing totally great.
Yeah, I mean, I am really proud of your success. I had no idea you were doing all of this.
Thanks, man.
Joel, medium caramel latte, extra sugar.
Well, that's me. I'll be right back.
Joel gets up to get his latte from Dustin.
Hey, who's that guy you're with?
Just some guy I used to go to high school with. Yeah, to be honest, he thinks he's all that because he went to Fordham.
Oh, well, what a confidence booster it'd be if he saw your uniform, huh?
Dustin zips down his jacket, but Joel quickly stops him.
Very funny. I'm gonna head back.
Peace.
As Joel walks back, he accidentally trips and spills his latte on his laptop.
Oh my god, I'm so sorry.
Well, don't just stay there. Come help clean it.
Joel grabs napkins and helps him clean up the coffee spill.
What, does it still work? Did it still work?
How the hell am I supposed to know? You just spilled an entire cup of coffee on it.
Well, did you try to turning it back on?
Are you an idiot? That would only make it worse. You are the most useless person I have ever... Oh, okay. Calm down, Mike. Okay, deep breath in. Deep breath out. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Okay.
Are you okay?
Am I okay? Am I okay? This laptop cost $1,000. All that money is now down the drain. $1,000. Poof, gone. All thanks to you being an idiot. and you expect me to be okay?
Hold up, $1,000? Jeez. Next time, just buy a Chromebook or something.
Are you serious right now? Okay, because this is no time for jokes. Not only did you just break my laptop, I just lost all the progress I had on my new website thanks to you.
It wasn't a joke. It was a serious suggestion.
Well, it's not helping.
Is there any way that I can help?
Oh, wow, I don't know. How about you pay for it?
And how much is that gonna cost?
I don't know. And honestly, I don't care if it's $500, $600, or even $1 million. I refuse to pay for a single cent for the repairs.
Look, man, I'm sorry, but I don't think I'll be able to help right now.
No. Okay, this can't be happening. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Ha. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Ha.
Sorry, Mike, the money's just not there for me.
You must be joking. You were just talking about how well you were doing and you can't afford it? No, this is not funny.
Well, it's not a joke, not this time. I'm so sorry about this, Mike. I truly am.
Hey, I don't really know what's happening here, but you two are causing a scene. Can you maybe quiet it down, please? Here are some napkins for the laptop problem.
You think your stupid napkins can help clean up the coffee spill? You must be an idiot. Oh, okay. My laptop is already broken. The damage is already done.
Okay, I tried. I'll just clean it up myself.
Dustin cleans up the spill on the table.
Joel, you've put yourself in a really crappy position here, so I need you to be honest with me. Have you been lying this entire time?
No, of course not.
Oh, please. I don't believe you at all.
Well, maybe I was lying about some things.
Wow. Totally didn't see that coming from you, Joel.
Hey, could you two maybe move over there to those two seats? I can't really clean up if you're right here.
The two change seats.
Hey, man. I'm sorry about this.
You know, I should be the one apologizing.
Wait, what? Why?
I'm sorry for being stupid enough to believe in you. You made up a good story, though, I'll give you that. But for a split second, I actually thought you changed. Become a better person. But no, the only thing that's changed is that you've become a much better liar.
Look, I understand you're mad about what happened to your laptop, but don't fucking insult me.
And what's worse is that you were considered the cool guy back in the day. The kid all the girls loved. You remember Jennifer? No, you probably don't. I dated her for 2 years. And everything was going well until you showed up. I know what happened after prom, Joel.
Wait. Ooh. Jennifer? Wait, that was the name of the girl I went to the hotel with?
Oh my God! You see what I mean? You were so shallow in high school, and I see nothing has changed.
Jeez, Joel, that was pretty shallow. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay, you're both right. I was a pretty bad person in high school, but I promise that I'm completely different now.
You expect me to believe that? After everything you've done?
Trust me, I may be a liar, but I keep my promises.
Oh, really? Okay, if that's the case, then tell me the truth. What has Joe Vargas done since high school? I'm guessing it's not very valuable.
Well, part about hostas was true. I did go, but I dropped out after the first semester.
And why the hell did you do that?
I don't even know. I felt like it wasn't for me. I was stupid.
Have you done much since then?
No, not really. After dropping out, I stayed home. Worked some jobs, helped my mom pay the rent. Nothing special.
Yep. This is what everyone expected from you, Joel. Where's the change that you claim to have gone through? Huh?
Maybe if you let me get to that part, you'd know. But anyways, this past year, I went back to hostess. My mom's been pushing for me to do it, and it just felt right. Now I go to work in the afternoon, and I go to classes in the evening. It isn't perfect, but it works for me.
I don't get it. Why'd you lie?
Well, I really just didn't know how to really confront you or this whole... It's just a lot, man.
Oh, wait, never mind, I get it. You were the cool guy back in the day, and now you're suffering the consequences. So now you lie and lie about yourself to make others think you were still the cool guy from back then. You could have easily done the same as me, man. It's all about getting your priorities straight. Now your past decisions haunt you while I reap the benefits of my hard work.
You know, not everyone is able to get it right the first time like you. Let me guess. You had super supportive parents that paid for your SAT prep all the way through high school. Listen, my mom is a single mother of 3. And guess what? She never had time for me. And I don't blame her for that. That's just the way it was.
You've got it all wrong.
Excuse me?
Just because I got better grades, you think my life was perfect? I had the same problems as you. I was an only child living with my mom and had nobody but myself. No siblings. With my parents working hard every day, struggling to put food on my plate. But guess what? I never let that hold me back. So don't you ever disrespect me by claiming that I was spoon-fed my success.
Okay, you two both need to calm down before you get kicked out.
Well, my lunch break is about to be over, so I'll just do you both a favor and leave.
Joel writes down his number on a napkin and hands it to Mike.
Well, here's my number. Just give me some time and I'll get you your damn money.
Fantastic. I knew you'd come through.
Joel walks out of the cafe.
Oh no. Fordham boy. Look what you've done.
Me? He's the one that broke my laptop. So,
I've known that guy for over a year now, and all the things you said about his past don't reflect who he is today. He's growing, making up for his past mistakes, and you just had to rub them in his face again, huh?
if you're truly his friend, then you know that nothing I said is wrong.
Yeah, you're right, but...
But nothing, it doesn't matter anymore. He's done what he's done. Next time you see him, I want you to tell him something.
What's that?
Tell him I said to never let his situation stop him from succeeding. That is not an excuse.
Okay. I will.
Dustin gives Mike his broken laptop from the other table.
Here you go. Watch your step on the way out.
Mike sits in his chair, defeated, while Dustin goes back to work.
I see a lot of roles that are like beautifully written and stuff, but I rarely see plays or like shows that I'm just like, I would kill to be in there. And I'm like, you know what? If I don't see what I want on stage, then why don't I just develop it myself?
This is the first play I've written, and the fact that I'm able to have this opportunity with my first play, it's sort of like a sign to me that, you know, I can do this, that I should continue to write. So this was something that I was able to commit to, and it worked out for me. So I hope that I continue to commit.
I heard about it through school. I think it was my advisor who recommended it, and it seemed really interesting.
When I went to middle school, there was an after-school playwriting course, and I took that class, and through that, I sort of discovered that I really liked the dialogue aspect more than anything about writing. So I stuck with it, and I wrote my first short play there, and yeah, I've been writing pretty consistently since then.
Well, Ms. P and I were coming up with this play, just come up with I Have a Dream. So I wrote the plays. I wrote the lines, and I made the characters. I would make that quote: "If this thing ever hits Broadway, it's gonna go crazy."
The Love I Meant to Say by Helene Quinola. Scene 1. Linus is at his workstation on stage right. There's an empty workstation, stage left. There's a podium with a light which represents the voice. Upstage, there's a platform with a set of stairs leading to a balcony.
This is an announcement from the collective. Are you overly tired or experiencing increased sensitivity? Maybe you have difficulty concentrating or shakiness. You may have signs of DOE or displays of emotion. Please see your doctor if you have any signs or symptoms. Also, please report any suspicious activity to Health and Safety. They are here to help. With your help, we can contain this pandemic. And remember, a cure is just around the corner.
System on.
Welcome, Linus. Here's your workload for today. You are assigned to write a compilation of articles about the Great War of 23-25. You will be meeting with an illustrator to go over the project.
Astrid enters.
Good morning. I'm Astrid, and I'm the new illustrator. I'll be creating the pictures to the historical pieces you write. I'm sure it'll be a pleasure working with you.
I'm Linus, and we'll make a good partnership. I'd like to give you a rundown if that's all right with you.
That's fine. You may proceed.
I've just been assigned articles on the Great War. You can include any pictures as you see fit. Your workstation is over there, and there's a balcony upstairs with a great view of the stars at night. Normally, at the end of the day, we go over our progress and create a plan for the following day.
Thank you. Now, which one should we start on first?
I'd like to start on this one about the soldiers of the Great War of 23-25. I was thinking for the illustration, we could include a warm color palette to emulate the emotions during the war.
Emotions?
I'm sorry. What I meant to say was the warm color palette would help show the conditions, that's all.
I heard in an article before, those soldiers would bond together to help alleviate something called anxiety. Maybe I can include that in the illustration as well.
I think that would be good.
Thank you for showing me around and for being clear in your instructions for the project. If you'll excuse me.
She walks upstairs to the balcony and pulls out a tape recorder. Linus cannot hear what Astrid is saying.
Tape on. Day 1, ID 435824, Linus. He has shown signs of emotion, but not enough to declare.
Astrid, would you like to save your tape? Please confirm to save your tape. Astrid, would you like to save your tape?
Deny. Delete tape.
Scene 2. The same setting in scene 1.
Working late tonight, Astrid?
Yes, Linus.
This is an announcement from the collective. As a society, we hear a lot about DOE, or displays of emotion. But today, rates are at an all-time high. Here is a more in-depth look at this pandemic. In our society, 44% of people are now dealing with DOE, 18% of those being Tier 4. We still do not know the initial cause of DOE, but we do understand the bug's progression. During Tier 1, you will experience impulsivity, pain, depression, and difficulty concentrating. As the bug progresses, these symptoms will become greater, and you will become overwhelmed by your emotions. In Tier 4, you will no longer function as a productive member of the collective. Your doctor will prescribe you with containment at the peninsula, emotional suppression, and a pain-free death scenario. If you have any questions, please contact or talk to anyone at Health and Safety or your doctor. And remember, a cure is just around the corner.
You were saying something, Astrid.
Yes, I completed the drawings for the article.
Astrid is staring at Linus, but she doesn't hear a word he says.
Astrid, this is exactly what I asked for. The color palette, the soldiers bonding, and everything. This is beautiful. Astrid? Astrid?
I apologize. Can you repeat your notes again, please?
It's fine. As I was saying, this is exactly what I asked for. The warm color palette, the soldiers bonding, and everything.
Linus looks to Astrid again to make sure she's paying attention, but she's still staring at him. When Linus talks to Astrid, he looks down at his monitor and not at her.
Can you please continue with the other articles I sent you, and in the same way, please?
Of course. I can do that. Thank you for your input.
Astrid continues to stare at him as he talks to his workstation.
During the Great War, the remaining continents, Africa, Europe, and South America, fought for what was once known as North America. The three continents had nuked one another, wiping out 90% of mankind. The remaining survivors came together to create the collective here and completely eradicated all human flaws and emotions for the better of mankind. This has to stop. If it continues, I'll be forced to report you.
You have the bug, don't you?
I don't. I'm clean.
I've been taking notes. Every time you talk, you seem to just express how you feel. The way you've been interacting with me since I first arrived, it's as if you see the world differently.
You're one to talk. You just said you're always watching me. Don't think I didn't notice your little flinch when the intercom came on. You looked as though you were affected.
If you were clean, this conversation would not be happening. You would have already reported me. Now is that right?
Linus storms off. After a while, Astrid decides to go up the stairs. Linus is sitting in the opposite direction, not looking her way.
I've had the bug for almost a year now. I didn't say anything to Health and Safety because I see what they do to those people.
So you're a hider?
I mean, I guess you could say that.
I can't do this. I have to go.
Astrid, please don't.
Linus, you're wrong. You don't know what you're saying.
Please, just let me clarify.
You know this is not allowed. Don't associate your issues with me.
You're one to talk. You probably feel the same way, don't you? Astrid! Astrid! You're doing that thing again when you know you're wrong. You go all quiet until someone calls you out.
If I sit with you while you tell me your story, will you forget this conversation ever happened?
Only if you don't report me after we're done.
Only if you keep your promise.
They both sit down, but they maintain a distance.
That day you were staring at me. That was the only thing I could focus on. You don't understand how much I wanted to say something, but I couldn't. It's so hard trying to repress how I feel when it's clearly mutual. Do you see what they do to the people who get reported? Let alone if anyone were to hear me right now. I didn't say anything because I know what they'll do to me.
I don't think it's fair what they do to those with DOE. Linus, you don't know what you're saying. You're making things up.
Please, just tell me you feel some type of connection.
I can't. This is wrong.
Astrid, I know your feelings are mutual.
What feelings? Nothing is mutual.
Why are you being so defensive?
I work for them.
Them? As in you work for health and safety? You're one of the workers eliminating threats in the collective? So, is this all just a test? Are you just messing with me? Is this not real?
No. My feelings are real. I'm not messing with you.
Is this why you didn't just walk away earlier and report me?
I couldn't do that to you.
Why not? I thought it was your job.
I just didn't want them to take you away.
So the feelings are mutual. What are we supposed to do?
Can we stay here a little longer?
Of course. Anything for you.
Scene 3. The same.
Come on, I want to show you something.
Shh! Be quiet, they're going to hear us.
This is an update from the collective. There have been reports of couples roaming around. Remember, individuals are a threat to society, let alone when they are coupled together. Please continue to report anyone who is seen with signs of DOE.
Linus goes up the stairs first and sets up a little picnic. Astrid waits a little, then goes up the stairs.
Very fancy.
Sit down, you're gonna miss it.
Miss what?
Look up.
Wow. Those stars are...
Beautiful, right? Just like you.
I could never imagine what love feels like before. It's strange. Everything just seems to fall into place. The feelings of lightness and tranquility. Everything just seems to fade away when I'm with you. Why are you looking at me like that?
Like what?
You just have this look in your eyes. See, like right now. You should see how you look. Linus?
I'm just so glad that I have you. Look, a shooting star. Hurry, make a wish. You want to know what I wish for?
No! Don't you know that if you tell someone what you wish, it won't come true?
Wait, really? You know, that actually makes a lot of sense. I wanted to ask you something. If something was worth fighting for, would you fight for it?
Absolutely. If you're talking about us, I'd be willing to fight.
You promise?
I do.
I do too.
ID 970364, Astrid, please report to the peninsula. Again, ID 970364, Astrid, please report to the peninsula.
Is everything all right?
Don't worry. It's just an update on my case for you. I won't say anything, I promise. I'll be back. Don't get in any trouble.
Here, take this. It's my good luck charm. Take good care of it. And I'll see you later.
Linus, I can't.
Just trust me. Now I'll always be with you.
Scene 4. The Peninsula. A door splits stage right and stage left. On stage left is the waiting room. On stage right, there is a desk and a single chair. Astrid enters the waiting room.
Welcome to the Peninsula. Please state your name, position, and ID tag.
Astrid, Health and Safety, ID 970364.
Access accepted. Please state your reason for coming here.
I had received a summons.
Please proceed to the room ahead.
Astrid enters the Voice's office. The Voice is now a person.
Welcome, Astrid. Would you please take a seat? Do you have your report for ID 435824, Linus? Astrid, are you sure this is it? It's fairly empty compared to what you normally bring me.
Yes, that's all. Linus just didn't have anything to write down.
And why is that?
Because he doesn't have it.
Astrid, why are you being so defensive?
You're just questioning my abilities. I know what I'm doing. Let me do my job.
Well, maybe I should just bring him in here myself.
That's not necessary.
Why not? It seems as if he's right in the room next door.
What?
Astrid, now tell me, what is going on?
I can't.
Why can you not?
I love him, okay? I can't handle myself around him. And yes, I've devoted my life to catching these people, but I'm one of them. Linus isn't like any of the others. He's something more than that.
I hope you know we have a cure now.
What?
The Ashby cure has finally finished its testing stages.
What do you mean?
You and Linus will be the first to receive the cure.
This doesn't make any sense.
Now, Astrid, you are one of our best workers, which is why I'm letting you off this time. Everything in this room shall remain confidential, and you are not allowed to let any words go outside of these walls. You will remain here at the Peninsula, and within the next hour you will receive the cure. You may proceed to the waiting room. And if you dare run, you will be put on death row.
Astrid walks back to the other room and sees Linus sitting outside. They make sure no one else is there before they reunite with one another.
What are you doing here?
Astrid, I turned myself in.
Why would you do that?
Thought they took you away, so I came here.
Linus, you didn't have to do that for me.
I just didn't want to think about a world without you.
I'm still here.
But what about in an hour? They know about us. We're obligated to get the cure. We won't be able to feel this feeling anymore. We're just going to remember the people we once were.
You have to promise me you'll remember. Linus?
Yes, Astrid.
Are you sure that you love me?
Astrid, that's the one thing I've ever been 100% sure of. I remember the day you came in and introduced yourself. My first thought was how beautiful your name was. Then I realized how beautiful you were. We exchanged looks with one another, and I couldn't contain myself. The way you would look at me made me so susceptible to falling for you. You're my first love, and that's never going to change.
I never told you, but a part of my assignment was to document how you would interact with me every day. That first day I couldn't take a memo because I didn't want you to get caught. When you looked at me, everything else didn't matter anymore. Everything would just go quiet, and I focused on you and heard your voice. I just don't want to forget about us.
But you won't. The cure will just remove the way we feel. I will always remember you and the memories we've made. I said it before, and I'll say it again. You're my first love, and I will always love you.
ID 435824, Linus. Please proceed to the room ahead. Your cure is ready.
Linus.
Astrid, I have to. I'll be outside waiting for you. I'm going to go now. I'm going to go. I'm not looking back.
He turns around before he gets to the door and runs back to give her a kiss.
I'll always be fighting for us.
Welcome, Linus. If you'll please take a seat here, this will be a quick process. I will give you a small shot, and within a few moments, the cure will take effect. Arm out, please.
She injects Linus with the syringe quickly.
There. That should be it. You remember how good we were about eliminating the common cold and the flu? Well, with this, we are one step closer to eliminating DOE.
Linus stands up and then exits the room.
ID 970364, Astrid, please proceed to the room ahead. Your cure is ready.
When Linus and Astrid pass one another, their hands barely touch. Linus is still very worried about Astrid since the cure has not worked yet. Linus slowly starts to become less and less worried as the cure starts to act.
Welcome back, Astrid. Please, take a seat. This should be a quick process. I'm going to give you a small shot, and within a few moments, the cure should take effect. Arm out, please.
She injects Astrid with the syringe quickly.
There. That should be it. Astrid, you are one of our best workers. I hope that Linus has not prevented you from doing a good job. Please notify us if you sense any adverse effects to the cure, or if the cure does take effect. Either way, time will tell.
Astrid exits and walks back to the waiting room. She sees Linus sitting on the bench and goes to sit next to him, creating space.
Linus, you have to fight. Please, Linus, I love you. You said you'd fight for us no matter what, that you'll always remember me. Linus, do you still love me?
I remember I love you, but I don't feel it anymore.
Linus, please don't leave.
Linus stands up and exits. Astrid is left alone.
Hello, I'm Peter Avery, Director of Theater for the New York City Department of Education. On behalf of the Chancellor and my colleagues at the Arts Office, bravo. I want to congratulate and applaud our 7 selected and inspiring New York City public school playwrights from across our city, each with a distinctive voice. A special thank you to the Lucille Lortel Theater Foundation's vision to produce this festival, encouraging our New York City high school students of all abilities and from all boroughs of our great city to share their creative voices through playwriting. What a gift it has been for these 7 students to be provided with professional mentorship from amazing working playwrights, and then to see their work staged and realized in this unique way. The future is truly bright. How inspiring to have a new, dedicated New York City program invested in fostering the next generation of diverse playwrights, encouraging our public high school students to unleash their unique insights and creative points of view. I want to extend a special thank you to George Forbes and to the entire staff and board of directors of the Lucille Lortel Theater Foundation for their commitment, vision, and for fully funding this program. I look forward to our continued collaboration and tremendous partnership on behalf of our youth and innovative theater for years to come.
The Interview of Wyetta Sims by Zanieka Nembhard. An interview taking place during 1967 in the living room of a widow, Wyetta Sims. There are two chairs sitting across from each other. There's a TV crew led by Frank Webb, mid-50s, interviewing her.
Viewers from across the world, I know you're as excited as I am. The interview you've all been waiting for. I'm Frank Webb, and sitting with me today is the lovely Wyetta Sims, who was gracious enough to invite me into her home. Wyetta, how are you?
I'm fine, Frank.
How are you coping with it all? It appears everywhere you go, there's a camera behind you.
God, it's been so much. It's traumatizing, But after a while, you get used to it.
Wyetta, it's been a year since you escaped the brutal attack which left both husband and child dead. I don't want to get too candid here, but there have been rumors. Some things were said.
People say a lot of foolish things, and I've seen it all in the press. And that's why I sought the courage to do this interview.
What happened that night?
We were home that night watching television, and I left Richard playing with baby Christopher for a shower.
Yes?
That's when I heard a commotion, and I thought something's happening. So I threw on whatever I found, and I called out to Richard, but there was a grave silence.
What was going through your head at that moment?
I was confused. So I ran into the foyer, and that's where I found him. Richard laying face down and baby Christopher not too far from him.
Wow.
And then I remember going into the kitchen to grab a knife, and that's when I felt somebody grab me from behind, choking me. His face was all covered, but I managed to gut him. And I ran through that door screaming for help, but by the time I got back, he was gone.
Are you at peace?
I found peace when I forgave that man for what he did.
It's only been a year. I don't think any mother at all would be able to do that.
Well, I'm different from other mothers then. Sitting around weeping isn't going to heal me. You don't know what it means to find peace. I had to fight for my life that night. I was a walking corpse a month later. Nightmares after nightmares.
What are these nightmares, if I may ask?
Constant nightmares of my child being slaughtered. For a mother to see her only child laying lifeless? Nobody knows the pain, the heartache I alone felt that night.
Richard and Christopher, do you think about them?
Not a day goes by that I don't.
I understand you're doing well in terms of making a living for yourself.
Yes, I own various clothing stores across the state. I don't sit around, I'm always working.
Wyetta, you've been a target to the media. Stories after stories.
Yes.
Mr. Sims was well known among many, respected at that. Could it be possible your family died because of a hate crime due to the fact that it was an interracial marriage?
Be it a hate crime or not, that still doesn't give the man the right to commit such an act.
Mr. Shutter was found not guilty due to reason of insanity plea. What would you do if you met him again?
I would embrace him.
Why?
The Bible says, be kind to one another, tender-hearted, forgiving one another, and God in Christ has forgiven you. I still feel a thrill of telling people that after everything that happened, God blessed me. I call her my miracle, my little Etta.
Baby? That's her name?
Yes. I can still recall the good memories with Richard. He was a good father. At that, I adored him more each day, just watching him fool around.
It was a good marriage.
Yes. But it wasn't all perfect and peaches. We had our disagreements. There were times where I couldn't be seen with him, or his family was not very welcoming at first. A lot of people don't know this, but we were secretly married.
Did you ever feel dishonored by Richard at some point in time?
Mr. Frank, you're married. You have marital issues just like everyone else. Families have their ups and downs. But at the same time, we're different. You're not in an interracial marriage. You don't have to face the unjust laws against it.
You are right. It was just last month they legalized it. I couldn't imagine facing the trials and the discouragement. I'm most certain for my wife.
But never was I uncertain of my love for him.
He was a lucky man.
He loved me and I loved him just the same.
You mentioned earlier about a baby. It is all sad, though. She's never going to meet her father. How do you plan on telling her?
When she's at that age.
Do you see yourself marrying in the future?
I just want to cherish all these moments with Etta while I have the time. I don't want to miss a single thing.
Wyetta, everyone has an opinion of what happened that night. I myself had certain beliefs. I don't know about anyone else, but I am leaving here today with deep remorse. I do apologize.
Thank you, sir.
How did you and Richard meet?
A friend introduced us. I can still picture him sitting with his entourage playing dice. And, he asked me out on a date that same night, and I rejected him. A charmer he was. I remember thinking, why on earth would he be interested in someone like me?
Uh-oh, that wasn't very smart.
He was up to something, all right, and he had his people reach out to me non-stop for an answer.
And he became the perfect gentleman.
Oh, the most perfect. The first love of my life. I can remember the night he proposed when he paid Sam Cooke to sing for me.
Sam Cooke?
Yes. We were home with a family and friends, and there was a band playing, the instrumental by Sam. And lo and behold, Sam Cooke came out singing.
I think everyone needs a Richard then.
I am most grateful for the time I got to spend with him.
I'm sure you are.
Hello, my name is Dorothea Gloria, and I would like to thank the Lucille Lortel Theater Foundation for just giving us the space to create and collaborate with one another. It's such a diverse and open and loving space, and I'm very grateful to be a part of it. So thank you. This video that I'm about to show is my response to the long-standing injustice.
I can't breathe.
When I hear the silence of people beside me.
I can't breathe.
When I see the words of tyranny being posted.
I can't breathe.
When I smell entitlement reeking through the pores.
I can't breathe.
When I feel the cold shoulders of apathy.
I can't breathe.
When I see the war on color and race.
I can't breathe.
When I taste the fruits of abusive power.
Snowed In, written by Catherine Shortino. A cabin in the woods. The air is thick with dust, close to unbreathable. In the center lies an old couch illuminated by the window behind it. The room is cluttered with various counters, each holding various items of knickknacks, photo frames, and burnt candles. Jason, 19, is in the middle of the room, looking around. Jackie, 24, enters left.
Well, if it isn't Her Royal Majesty, thank you for, gracing me with your presence.
It's great to see you too. Look, let's just grab our stuff and leave so I never have to see you ever again. Jesus, it's freezing in here.
Duh, idiot, we're in the mountains. You should have worn a heavier jacket.
You're calling me an idiot? You're wearing nothing but a t-shirt.
The cold never bothered me anyway. There's a fireplace right there. Why don't you just light a fire?
We haven't visited this cabin since I was 19. I doubt there's firewood here.
Jackie runs her finger across a tabletop. Her finger is covered in dust.
This place is disgusting.
Just like you.
Wow, you are so mature.
Jackie starts rummaging through some junk on a table.
Hey, Jason. Think I found that dumb jacket you used to wear all the time.
Okay. Oh, still fits like a glove.
Okay, come on, let's get back to work.
Jackie packs a box.
What the hell is that smell?
It's nothing.
Are you seriously smoking pot right now?
This place makes me stressed. Yeah, plus, I got a prescription this time, so.
I don't care if you got a prescription. I hated the smell when you smoked it in high school, and I hate it now.
Jackie grabs the joint and crushes it with her boot.
Come on, Jay.
Deal with it.
Jackie grabs the joint, then snatches Jason's lighter. She crushes the joint. She then opens the window and throws the lighter.
Hey! I paid $40 for that lighter.
Deal with it. Plus, you deserve it for blowing that shit in my face. Just hurry up and start packing. This place has gotta be empty when we leave.
Tell me, why the hell did you call me here to clean up Mom's dumb cabin?
I'm selling it, that's why.
Cool. What?
Nothing. I just thought you'd argue with me about selling her cabin since Mom left it for the both of us.
Well, I told you could do what you want with it, didn't I?
Yeah, but aren't you gonna miss it?
What's there to miss?
Well, I mean, we always came here for vacations. Made a lot of good memories. Remember that one time you refused to leave the cabin because a rabbit chased you through the woods? You were so scared a tiny little rabbit was out to get you.
Yeah. And you remember the endless nights of Dad's constant yelling? Now those were my favorite parts of childhood.
First off, he yelled at you because you never came back home sober. You were either always drunk or high, sometimes both.
Man, those were good times.
I had to take care of you, and you would throw up on me.
Exactly why those were good times.
Haha, you're so funny.
I know I am.
Jesus Christ, you better not be high.
I'm not. You know, I haven't told you how much I love you lately, Jack. Come on, sis. Give me a hug.
Jason goes to Jackie with open arms. She puts his arms down and guides him towards the couch.
Oh, Jesus, Jack, you're freezing.
In case you haven't noticed, pothead, it's cold as hell.
Oh, yeah.
Just sit down and wait it out. Great. Now I gotta deal with you like this. Better than vomit running down my shirt.
Jackie attempts to walk herself to the table but trips. She quickly catches herself and continues.
So anyway, I'm just wondering, why the hell do you want to sell this stinking log?
I don't know. I needed the cash and we never use this place anymore, so I thought, why not kill two birds with one stone?
Huh.
You know, Dad's been asking about you. He's wondering if you'll ever visit.
Fat chance. The old man probably wants to see if I'm still a disappointment.
Are you really gonna start with that crap?
Okay, you know what? Forget it. Yep. Plus I can't even see him if I wanted to. Yeah, after what he's done to us, I don't get why you're still living with him.
You know how stressed Dad's been since Mom died, and I just feel bad leaving him alone. Living at home is cheaper.
Something happened to your wallet? Hey. Jack!
Huh? Sorry, I blacked out for a second. What did you say?
So you're selling the cabin to make a quick buck, right? I mean, not to mention that you're a 24-year-old woman still living with their father. Is something going on?
You looking for something to make fun of me with?
Jackie grabs a snow globe. She attempts to walk over to a box not too far. Jackie loses her footing and drops the snow globe.
Nah, your natural clumsiness gives me plenty of material. Okay, blame it on the pot. It just makes me curious.
You won't remember what I say, but as long as you're not annoying, that's fine.
Jackie finds a broom and cleans up the shattered snow globe.
Money's a little tight because of my therapy sessions. Plus, Dad's not helping me with my student loans, so I needed to find a way to make some quick money.
What do you need therapy for?
Dad said I should go to help me with my grief. I don't know why he tells me to go. I already got over Mom's death.
So why do you go then?
I don't know. Thought it would give Dad some peace of mind.
Wait, you're wasting money on therapy for that sack of crap?
Come on, Jason, you're not gonna start, are you?
Well, forgive me, but when your dad's an ass, you...
Jason, we were finally having a normal conversation and now you want to start again?
I'm literally high right now. This is not a normal conversation.
Jesus, for 1 second, I thought we were finally getting along.
We will never get along, Jackie. Let's just establish that right now.
But why can't we?
Because that's just how we work.
How we work? What the hell does that mean?
It's just how it is. What?
What kind of logic is that? There's obviously a reason behind it. You just don't want to say it.
Fine, Jackie. You want to know why we'll never get along? It's because you're selfish and you'll abandon me like you always did.
What are you talking about? I never abandoned you.
Oh, really? How about Mom's death anniversary, huh?
What?
You said we'd be there for each other, to help each other through that day. And what did you do? You just locked the door and left me alone.
Jason, I was grieving.
Well, so was I. That's not an argument. Okay, well, how about after I came out? I came home crying because I got jumped at school, and what did you do? You patched me up and left me alone. You didn't even ask what happened.
Jace.
Or how about when our father treated me like shit? Why were you never there to help me?
Jason, enough of this. You always use Dad as an excuse to either get drunk and get sympathy for it. And even if he did, it's because he's always stressed.
Okay, get that he's stressed bullshit out of your head, Jack. After everything he's done to you, all the insults, calling us worthless, nothing, scum, you're just ready to forgive and forget. Well, I'm not. Do you know what it's like going to school and have everyone telling you you're gonna burn in hell and then coming home to hear Dad's insults? I drink because it numbs the pain, Jack. The only time I feel good about myself is after I've downed 2 bottles. All the times you heard me crying in my room, did you ever knock? Did you ever ask me if I was okay? No, you just moved on. Like you always did. You can't move on now, can you? Why didn't you help me when I needed it? Where were you when I was crying my eyes out? Hating myself, feeling like shit. What happened to the big sis that protected me? I called you when I needed you, but you didn't pick up. You didn't answer. Booze and pot were the only things that were there for me when you weren't. You were never there. It's your fault I'm gone.
I know it's my fault, okay? I know it's my fault. I wasn't there when you needed me. You asked for help, then I pushed you away. I should have known. I should have known you were calling for help, but I didn't. How was I supposed to know you were calling from a bridge? It's my fault that you're gone. It's my fault that you're gone. It's my fault that you're gone. It's my fault that you're gone.
Jackie passes out. Jason exits. Jackie lays on the floor, holding a leather jacket to her chest. Her body violently shivers. The door to the cabin is forced inside. Voices are heard. Medic enters.
She's in here! Shit, she's freezing. Signs of hypothermia and disorientation. She needs medical help immediately. Get the stretcher!
Jason.
Pulse is low. Okay, we need to get her out of here now. Ma'am, everything is gonna be okay. We're gonna get you to the hospital as quickly as we can.
Jackie hugs the medic aggressively. He's confused as Jackie begins to cry.
Jason, I'm so sorry.
Hi, I'm George Forbes, Executive Director of the Lucille Lortel Theater. A year ago, we set out to design a program to inspire New York City high school students to write plays. Instead, the 7 incredible young people from across all 5 boroughs of New York City inspired us. We had hoped to perform our fellowship plays on the stage of the Lortel. That became impossible, but we knew these plays and these playwrights' voices had to be heard, and so here we are tonight. I'd like to start by thanking Camille Howard, our steadfast director and leader, who pulled together an amazing cast of professional actors under the most difficult of circumstances. And I'd like to thank our incredible cast, who devoted themselves to getting it right. This program would never have gotten off the ground if it weren't for Peter Avery, the Director of Theater for the New York City Department of Education. And we cannot thank the Chancellor and the DOE enough for their support on this project. I want to thank our board and staff for never giving up on this program. And I'd like to thank Brian Falk, our amazing engineer and editor, who magically put all the digital pieces together and made them into a show. Finally, I'd like to congratulate the writers. You are all amazing young people, and we hope you will continue to share your voices with us. You're the ones who are making change happen, and we rely on your strength and your determination. And we commit to doing everything we can do to help you lead us to a brighter future, free of systemic racism and racial injustice in this country. Thank you all for watching, and now, on with the show.
Caught in a Storm by Rami Sassoon. lights up on a bedroom in a small, forgotten town in the American Midwest. There are 2 beds with some drawers underneath. The off-white paint is peeling. There is a suitcase laying on the floor. Taylor, 18, is sleeping in one of the beds while Edmund, his twin brother, crouches at his side.
Wake up! Get up! The storm is picking up speed!
All of a sudden, Edmund yanks Taylor's arm. He tumbles out of bed onto the floor.
What just happened?
You need to be more careful. If I wasn't here to pull you out of bed, that beam would have crushed you.
He points at the barren bed as if he is showing Taylor something.
Thanks.
I told you we should have run away last month.
Relax. You're gonna be fine.
Relax. Relax. How can I relax with the storm howling in the background? We are not safe.
We have this conversation every single day. Mom will keep us safe.
Mom! You mean the one who's been wallowing in her own depression for the past 5 years? She can barely get herself out of bed, let alone function as a parent.
I'm leaving for college today anyway, so...
But only you understand what I'm talking about. Mom acts like everything is fine all the time. When I try to talk to her, she insists that I go for a walk to clear my head. As if anything can clear my head. You need to make her stop denying. I am fed up with this. We are escaping today.
Mom knows what's best for us. Can't you just trust her?
Mom almost got you killed today.
But you saved me. Everything turned out fine.
This is not fine. Nothing is fine. You need to help me convince her to come with us. I don't want to see her die.
Look, my bus is leaving in an hour and I'm only half packed. Can you help me out? I don't want to miss my first day of college.
You think I care about your first day of college? I don't want you to die. No. This escape is life or death. The storm can knock us down at any moment, just like that beam.
Edmund stuffs some clothes in Taylor's bag. They both pack Taylor's bag. They make sure to grab everything. Taylor pulls out a shirt.
Hey. Remember that shirt Dad got me for our birthday?
That was the best day ever. How old were we even? 10?
Yeah.
I remember when you tripped.
And the cake Mom baked us?
I remember when you tripped into the mud and stained the sleeve. You were grieving for a week.
Well, I like to recall it in a slightly more flattering way. All our clothes were basically hand-me-downs, so that shirt really meant a lot to me.
You were really sensitive back then. You still are to some extent.
Edmund!
You're running late.
Taylor jumps up. He is done packing. He zips up the suitcase.
I should really get...
You can't leave me here today. How will I ever finish packing? And we need to make sandwiches and find a safe place to live and...
I'll be back soon. College isn't permanent, you know?
Edmund grabs Taylor's arm.
But the storm is getting stronger. And it's not safe for anyone to be outside. I don't want you to get hurt. You're my best friend, my only friend. And all those oblivious people on the street just give me sideways glances when I'm out in public, as if I'm the one that's messed up. Even when Mom and I are alone, all she does is sit on her bed and stares off into space. Mom can definitely see the destruction as her life wastes away. She just needs to face it. If you bail out now, I'll have to fight this storm all by myself. At college, you're gonna find new, carefree people to surround yourself with and...
Let go of my arm.
If you stay with me, we can hide together. Even in the darkest of moments, we will still have each other.
But without an education, how will we get money to live, huh? If you let me go to school, I will go and I will give you the best care in the whole wide world. I'll even get you a shelter. And you can stay in it all you want. Maybe the storm will go away. Who knows?
Get real! We've been living in this drab little apartment ever since Dad died, and now there's a gaping hole in the ceiling. And where are you going to get the money to chase the storm away? It's not like there's actually a way for us to make something of ourselves. You were born into this family, and you will continue our glorious legacy of slaving like a mule, paycheck to paycheck.
I was top of my class in the entirety of high school. Worked to support our family, yet I still found time to study. My American history teacher said I was inspirational and that I had a bright future. Despite Dad, despite Mom, despite this godforsaken life, I made it. There is no reason why I can't be a lawyer if I want to.
Do you actually believe that? Like someone needs a lawyer in all this mess. People are dying left and right. There is no hope unless we stick together.
Come down here. You need to leave soon.
We can sort things out soon, okay?
No, we can't. You're just as blind as Mom.
There is no storm.
Come down.
What do you mean?
Let's just get to this later, okay?
What do you mean?
You're the only one who can actually see the storm.
Come here.
Edmund picks up an invisible object and places it in Taylor's hands.
Can you see this?
No.
So how come your hands are holding on to the exact shape of the wood?
I'm so used to you talking about the storm that I can imagine what I'm holding, but I can't interact with it.
Taylor sets the wood down on his bed.
When we were young, you saw the storm. We would build forts and hide together. And
I have to face reality now. You do too. In the beginning, I thought it was just a game. I played along until I realized that you are the one seeing these atrocities around you every single day. Nobody else does.
Taylor!
But I know the storm is real. I can see what has become of our town. Our future is uncertain. Just trust me on this, okay?
Come on!
Everything is a mess. I can't stand it. I wish life could just be simpler. I don't want to ask for too much. Like, I'm grateful. I really am. When I was younger, I used to fantasize about coming home from school every day, just like all of my classmates, to see Mom greeting me at the door. At around 7 p.m., Dad would come home, kiss Mom on the cheek, and make us dinner. Then I would go to sleep in a warm bed and carelessly dream about whatever I used to like. I don't know, like soccer or those colorful superhero comics.
But
instead, I come home to see Mom hard at work for the one and only customer who bothers to shop at our store. Dad never comes home because he dropped dead. So I have to make us our food while Mom sobs in her room. I have to coax her to eat because she is so busy mourning the death of that abusive...
He is our father!
Whatever! And most of the time when she cries, she doesn't even mourn him. She mourns you. You and your invisible storm and how there's nothing she can do to help. instead of fun and games, I dream about us ending up on the streets, running away from the storm, running away from my future.
So you do see my storm.
The bus is coming soon.
Let's run away then. Focus, look around you, overcome your blindness. Just because the world tells you what reality is doesn't mean it is.
But what I see is reality.
Prove it.
You're sick.
Who told you that?
The doctor.
Well, how do you know that they're real?
They just are.
So is my storm. So do you trust me?
You need to move faster.
Run away with me. And we can build a shelter. I can be your eyes.
Taylor!
So are you coming or not?
Taylor and Edmund make eye contact and stand unmoving until the lights turn off.
I want to thank Camille Howard and the Lucille Lortel Foundation for allowing us to use our art as activism. It's hard not to be speechless in times like these, but when mothers are losing their children and children are losing their parents in the streets, what more can you say or can you do that you can't do with music? Thank you. Sometimes I feel like a motherless child. Sometimes I feel like a motherless child. Sometimes I feel like a motherless child. A long way from home. Sometimes I feel like a mama's gone. Sometimes I feel like a mama's gone. Sometimes I feel like a mama's gone. A long way from home. A long way from home. A long way from home.
Divination by Anya Jimenez. Lights up on Ruth, early 20s, and Kat, her younger sister, in the living room kitchen area of Kat's apartment. Ruth is searching through Kat's cabinets, noticeably anxious. Kat sits on the couch, watching her.
Stop it.
What?
Stop looking at me.
I'm not.
Yes, you are. You're looking at me like I'm some poor wounded thing, and I'm not, so cut it out.
What are you looking for?
Creamer.
Coffee?
Pregnancy craving.
Ugh, you don't even know if you're pregnant yet.
It was a joke.
And besides, if you are pregnant, you're not supposed to be drinking caffeine. It's bad for the baby.
Any ideas?
For what?
For where I might find the creamer.
I am not going to enable you.
There's nothing to enable. It's 1 cup.
Did you try the fridge?
Yeah, nothing in there. There's milk, but no creamer.
Milk doesn't work?
No, I can't have coffee without creamer.
That's a little picky, don't you think?
It's my good luck charm.
Wait, Coffee Mate is your good luck charm?
Leave me alone. Who's that?
Alice.
She make up her mind?
Yeah, I don't think she'll be joining us.
Why?
She told me yesterday that she did this, I don't know, this tea bag divination thing.
Tea leaf.
What?
You said bag, it's leaf.
Whatever. And she saw a bear, I guess?
In the leaves?
Yeah. And so she has taken that to mean that she is going to be attacked by said bear. So she just skipped all the symbolism of it and went straight to the literal. And now she's decided that she needs to stay as far away from the woods as possible for some indefinite period of time, meaning no camping.
I mean, sure. It was a stupid idea anyway.
Oh, but we love stupid ideas. You're still gonna go, right?
I have to think about it.
About the coffee.
I won't have any if it's really stressing you out that much.
No, it's just... Look, you said pregnancy craving like you already know that you're pregnant, and I don't know, I guess I'm just wondering if the test is positive, are you gonna keep it?
When I asked if I could come over, I was looking for support, not an interrogation.
I'm not interrogating you.
I'm not gonna have any coffee if that's what you're asking. I couldn't find the creamer anyway.
That's not what I meant, and you know it. I'm just trying to help you figure out what comes next.
Well, maybe Alice knows. Ask her, did the bear have a cub?
God, you are really not taking this well.
Can you blame me?
No.
How much longer?
Minute 30?
Distract me.
Oh, did you hear back about the job interview?
Distract me with something less stressful, please.
Okay, about the camping trip.
Yeah?
I was thinking about it the other day, and we haven't gone since we were kids, and I don't know. I was really looking forward to it, and now it just seems like you're gonna say no.
I mean, maybe.
Great. Love the decision making that is happening right now.
Don't be a dick.
I'm just trying to help you make plans.
It's on a Sunday anyway.
Church?
Yes.
Going to repent?
I said don't be a dick.
Isn't Michael gonna be there?
Shit.
You seriously didn't think about that?
I wasn't really focused on that part, no.
So are you still gonna go?
To church or to get mauled by a bear in the woods with my darling sister?
Oh my God, church!
I don't know.
Because he might be there?
Yes and no.
So what is it?
A lot of things. One of them being that I had Starbucks on Wednesday, so God might be able to tell that I'm murdering my child with lattes.
Okay. Pros and cons.
What?
Pros of going to church. Go.
Okay. It usually makes me feel better. Closer to a higher power. Clarity, potentially. And it might give me the answer that I've been looking for. Maybe make me more decisive about everything.
Cons?
Michael.
Is that it?
And maybe a major lack of clarity.
Okay. So what do you think?
I think... Fuck.
Well?
I don't want to look at it.
Ruth, you have to.
No, please, just let me live somewhere else, just for a moment, please.
Nope.
Cat!
No, I'm not gonna let you go down that route. It's not healthy. You're the one who's always telling me I need to live in the present, not in what might have been. I'm just giving you the same advice.
I just repeated that shit from my pastor. It really doesn't go that deep.
Well, if a pastor said it, it's probably pretty deep.
Shut up.
Sorry, not the time.